Hello again. It's another week, and this is another word with Dave. And this week we're continuing with the lesson of Samson. Now we're in Judges 16, and I'm going to read a few verses again from Judges 16. And here we begin. One day, Samson went to Gaza, where he saw a prostitute. He went to spend the night with her. The people of Gaza were told, "Samson is here." Verse 4. Sometime later, he fell in love with a woman in the valley of Sorek, whose name was Delilah. Maybe you have heard that name before. The rulers of the Philistines went to her and said, "See if you can lure him into showing you the secret of his great strength and how we can overpower him, so we may tie him up and subdue him. Each one of us will give you 1,100 shekels of silver." So Delilah said to Samson, "Tell me the secret of your great strength and how you can be tied up and subdued." Samson answered her, "If anyone ties me with 7 fresh thongs that have not been dried, I'll become as weak as any other man." Now, why would you want to give the answer to this question? I do not know. Anyway, verse 15. Then she said to him, "How can you say I love you when you won't confide in me? This is the 3rd time you have made a fool of me and haven't told me the secret of your great strength." With such nagging, she prodded him day after day until he was tired to death. Samson should have figured out that something was wrong here, but I guess lust or love, whatever it is, he got blinded. We will soon talk some more about that. Verse 19. Having put him to sleep on her lap, she called a man to shave off the 7 braids of his hair, and so began to subdue him, and his strength left him. Then she called, "Samson, the Philistines are upon you." He awoke from his sleep and thought, "I'll go out as before and shake myself free." But he did not know that the Lord had left him. Then the Philistines seized him, gouged out his eyes, and took him down to Gaza, binding him with bronze shackles. They set him to grinding in the prison. The word of the Lord. Of course, the story continued where Samson destroyed the entire building and, of course, killing himself in the process. But yes, the theme for this week is sometimes we have to suffer to learn. Sometimes we have to suffer to learn. So sometimes our tough situations can be for the greater good. Sometimes the Lord allows us to wander, to go astray, and sometimes He will recover us from this going astray. Sometimes the suffering that we receive at times prevents us from sinking deeper into trouble. Samson was more than once led astray by love or lust of women, but he didn't take heed to warning. His third time was fatal. Many have fallen in this trap of lust, and only few people escape, and sometimes, with their reputation tarnished. This is something that many men face especially when they become famous or popular. Lust is very strong. Lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes. Men have to be very careful when it comes on to these kind of things. We need to humble ourselves, yeah? And practice self-control. Flirting with evil can be a dangerous thing. And loving the things of the world too much is dangerous. So let us instead lose ourselves in Jesus Christ. And we're not really losing ourselves. We're actually finding ourselves in Jesus. Let us give our all to him, and he will take care of us, even when we're going through these sufferings. Sometimes it's for the greater good. Let us just trust God that whatever he is doing, whatever is going on in our lives, he will take us through it. If he brings you to it, he will take you through it. It might not be the result that you're expecting, but he will see you through. Just remember that. Amen.